We're here again for this month's installment of Kanikapila in Kailua. This year we're celebrating 11 years since this concert series began. Yes. Some give back of culture, mele, hula. So we have Kanikapila in Kailua every second Saturday of the month. And I think the third Sunday is I Love Hula. And so we're happy to keep these series going, initiated by Castle Foundation. And now this series are sponsored and underwritten by Alexander Baldwin. And so thank you for being with us here today. And we're so glad to have these amazing musicians here today. And they have some hula element going on. So bringing mele, hula culture to the garage here in Kailua. We'll put your hands together for Kamanawa. All right.
Pau waliko ka lehua ea ka ini pau o lea ka make make ia I pau waliko ka lehua ka ini pau o lea ka make 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 no maula I ka lihi I ka lawe hahe o ka kikala Make no maula I ka lihi I ka lawe hahe o ka kikala Again, on behalf of our community in this beautiful side of our island of Oahu in Kailua. Again, my name is Blaine Kia. My good friend Kalei Kahalevai. We've been good friends and good partners in our music for 26, 27 years or so. Yeah. So on behalf of our halau, we have some of our hula dancers and to welcome all of you in the most Hawaiian way possible, just to welcome all. O no nei kalame kalehua e hallelujah na kono o kono ia no ia ne o io kahikime mai o kipuno me kelo ele kuki ele la ne kuma o e o kala Now, for many, many thousands of years, we learned the word aloha. There's another beautiful word, just as powerful, just as beautiful, just as poetic, and that word is velina. Velina mai oe, beke aloha. Ini pupai e ioho I Hawaii o lohe ia e pili mai nei aloha kuno e hali a mai o e o mai. Can you hear her calling you? This island paradise. It's here that you will find a sweet embrace of aloha. From the whispering winds on high, hallelujah, to the sounds of timeless seas. It will bring back fond memories when Hawaii calls. When Hawaii calls. When Hawaii calls. Once again, hello everybody. Beautiful Kailua. I'll share with you a wonderful maiden, as there are many here in beautiful Hawaii. She decides to get upon the Mokulele, the plain, to visit all the islands, visiting family, friends, colleagues, and taking up the local culture, going fishing, surfing, making lays, all the things we Hawaiians enjoy doing. A little Susiana E.
She's got such pretty eyes, just right for me. Oh, yeah, oh, well, Susiana, she's got such pretty eyes, just right for me. Oh, yeah, oh, well, Susiana, We gather flowers to string some names beneath the palm trees, Susiana, We gather flowers to string some names beneath the palm trees, Susiana, Play aqui a guitarra. Valeu! down there in Waikiki. Those whispering waves call Susiana, ooh, Susie. We go out surfing down in Waikiki. Those whispering waves call Susiana, We go out fishing down at Kanikapila Bay, beneath that moonlight, Susiana, a little night fishing. We go out fishing down Kanikapila Bay, beneath the moonlight, Susiana, Hello, Robin, hello. Ina ia mai ana ka puana au hea owe Susiana ha ina ia mai ana ka puana au hea owe Susiana Hey, mahalo, story about Susie. We're gonna play on guitar. Okay.
So I've been a kumbuhula since the middle of the 80s. So I come from a line of male kumbuhula. Started with Darryl Lupanui back in the late 70s, and then to John Kaimikawa, and then also with Frank Hewitt, Kawai Kapoklani Hewitt. So, and teaching hula has always been one of my passions, and we have some of our ladies here as well to share with you the beautiful. I'm going to bring up my Papa Lei Hulu. These are my gracious ladies, because it's important that they learn to be gracious at their age. But when you put them together, trust me, they know how to touch, like Angry Birds, you know, like. They like to talk and eat. Just put some food in front of them on a table, they just go for like 3 hours. So here's a very classic song, a very classic, and when I say classic is that it's very popular among many halau hula throughout Hawaii and abroad. It's a song that often takes a certain kind of disposition to portray this particular mele that is very poetic, and it's a song entitled Ahulili. Ahulili is like a side of you that is quite kolohe, rascal, but you know, Hawaiians in the old ways, they were very reserved when they were a rascal. It was never shown exposed in such ways as we do today. But there were ways to take your body and have that language, you know, that kinetic feeling, right? The ike from one to the other. You just got to make your eyes go a certain way, the body, little twitch here, little twitch there. It's all good, right? And so Ahulili has that kind of flavor to it. We share with you our Leihulu, a very beautiful composition called Ahulili. Aloha no ahulili, e lili paha ko I ala, hagi kau mau ole ia, e ka ahu tau tua hiwi. Aloha no ahulili, e lili paha ko I ala, hagi kau mau ole ia, e ka ahu tau tua iwi. E ano e ka olu ke ala kupaoa Halava ko make e manenia e ko kino. You guys know what kino is? My body. E ano e ka olu ke ala kupaoa Halava ko make e manenia e ko kino. All right, let's pa that right there. Just pa. Pa ia oe apa ka ini me ka anoi no ka pua ka biutia o mauna hape. Let's pa. Pa ia oe apa ka ini me ka anoi no ka pua ka biutia o mauna hape. Let's tell that story. Haina mai ka puana he aloha no ahulili he lili paha ko iala a i ke kaumau ole ia. Haina mai ka puana he aloha no ahulili he lili paha ko iala ai ke kaumau ole ia. Ooh, how's your lily? My lily is doing just fine. Yeah, it's an old song that our lady Hulu enjoys doing. We'll share with you a song that speaks very eloquently of one of the most fragrant flowers in Hawaiian history, the yellow ginger, often called the lei of Apuhi, a song that was made famous back in the 70s in the Renaissance, and a song that was made very popular by one of Hawaii's most renowned duos of all time. They were part of the Renaissance and changed music forever. They were called Olomana. The song is entitled Lei of Apuhi, that came from a movie back in the 50s called Birds of Paradise. Sit back, relax. Oh, he ala oe ke aloha Ava puhi palahoka uanoe Ai no mea o I ka poli o ke aloha E ku aloha
Just sing along.
Huli aku wau ya oe e ku aloha ala oe huli aku wau ya oe.
Far across Magic Island, haunting breezes they call to me, and the magic of these islands fills my heart with memories. E ku aloha ala oe huli aku wau ya oe e ku aloha
kuva Yahweh. Where are you, my beloved? Like a ginger in the misty rain. If only we could be together, feel the sweet embrace I call thee. Eku aloha, ahuli akuva Yahweh. Eku aloha, ahuli akuva Yahweh. Ahuli akuva Yeah, a song called Lay Over For You. Mahalo. Thank you. So in Ahala, we have some of our keiki, and every time I put out the word that we're going to sing somewhere, we always invite some of our papa or our different classes that are often, don't get to perform often, right? So it's been a long time since we've been through the outdoors. It's great to be out again, to see everybody smiling with their whole face and not just with the eyes. That's a great thing. So here's some of our keiki we'd like to share with you. 3 brave runs, a twins. There you go. No, don't scare them now. Just smile at them. That's all you have to do. So we're going to take you to Ewa. So this island of Oahu have 6 moku. And one of the main moku, or pie-shaped areas, is Ewa. Ewa is part of the flat plains along Aiea, Pro City, up to Ewa, Waipahu, yeah? Navilivia, all of that particular area. But we take you to Pu'uloa. Pu'uloa is the Hawaiian word for the area of Pearl Harbor. And there was a beautiful, beautiful shark. Her name was Ka'ahupahau. Ka'ahupahau was made famous for she would often care for the children down by the sea of Pu'uloa. And we're often referred to these beautiful shells that would come upon the shores. So the villagers never had to worry about their children being in the ocean, because there was a shark guardian. Her name was Ka'ahupahau. For those of you that know the Hapahauli tune, or the words to Pearly Shells, it would follow with this Hawaiian song called Pupu A'oewa Ikanuku. So that's the song they're going to share with you, called Pupu O'ewa, which simply means the shells of Ewa, which refers as a personification of our children of Hawaii. We'll share with you this classic. Nani ka'ala he malele I kamali tuahiwi kaula na Oewa e ki'iana I ka makani o ka aina I ka moa e Yahweh ke aloha Popu A'oewa I ka nua e nawe mai I ka mea ho ka aina Ua kaulana Maina kupuna mai Hala hula pu'uloa Ke ala hele no ka ahupahau Ka ahupahau Hala hula pu'uloa Ke ala hele no ka ahupahau. Half of their kids, nani ka ala Nani ka ala he molele I kamali e Tua hivi kaula na o ewa E ki iana I kamakani o ka aina I ka moa e iau e ke aloha Popu
A o ewa
I ka nua
A kanaka
E nau e mai
A e ike
I ka mea ho
O ka aina
O ka aina
Ua kaulana
Maina kupuna mai Hala hula pu'uloa Ke ala hele no ka ahu pau Hala hula pu'uloa Ke ala hele no ka ahu pau Lava He mele no ka ahu pau Hey! 3 of 12 little ones, and those 3 showed up. All right. Now those twins. I wish I had an hour. I would tell you the full story of those twins and how far they've come to actually stand in front of an audience and dance to hula. It is certainly beautiful indeed to share a keiki. Thank you. Mahalo. Good job, kids. Oyano, maika ino. I'm going to bring up our Papa Lawa'e. These are our ladies to share a hula with all of you, along with 2 of my daughters and my wife as well. Not that you know which is which. Oh, that would be trivia now, would it? Did that come out right? No?
No, not really.
I better be quiet while on my head. I'm going to hear it later from my wife. Okay. Oh, we share with you a mele that I grew up with as a hula dancer back in the 70s and the 80s. We take you from the island of Maui in Lahaina, the harbor of Lahaina. A beautiful ship was called the Pu'eo Kahi. Pu'eo is our short-eared native owl, and how this ship was named after the owl because of the way it would glide on the ocean. So the Pu'eo Kahi news spread to this island of Oahu as the ship would come into Mamala Bay. For those of you who don't know Mamala Bay, that would be Honolulu Harbor. Its original name is Mamala. So as the ship would come into Mamala, all the Hawaiians and the villagers would gather down by the Sea of Mamala to see the beauty of the ship come in, because we never seen such a large, ship made out of all this iron and metal and steel come, floating in to Mamala Bay. And there, the beauty of Hawaii's flag would wave so proudly. A song that's very popular among our schools of hula. We'll share with you, Nakapu Welkai. Nakapu Welkai ke aloha ea Le iau kai o Maui Nakapu Welkai ke aloha ea Le iau kai o Maui. Oh, the beautiful flag waving so proud. Ko veloko hai Hawaii ea Hamakai kai o mamala Ko veloko hai Hawaii ea Makai kai o mamala Malama Malama iho ke aloha ea Makuli manohi ke akurai Malama iho te aloha ea Kuli manohi ke akurai Haina ia mei ka puana ea Na ka pue o kahi ke aloha ke aloha, ke aloha, ke aloha. Ho! The pu'u kahi. So of course the front row was my wife in the middle and my two daughters on either side of my wife. That was the front row, so yeah. So I have three, so I'm going to bring up my one and only son. He's a junior at a very privileged Hawaiian school called Kamehameha Schools. And we're going to call him up to do hula for you. I don't dance hula as often as I used to as I get older, so he's kind of taking the spot of making sure he makes his dad look good. What do you want to do? Anything? So I'm the youngest of 9 children, and my entire family worked and played in Waikiki. I was born in 1963 and would often play in the hallways at the Spence Cliff restaurants. I would often play at Cox Roost, where my mom was a bartender for 35 years. For those of you who remember the Biltmore Hotel, where the Hyatt is now, my mom was a bartender and my dad was a cook back in those days. And I still work in Waikiki. It is my playground, it is my backyard, but I live here in Kailua. And so I share with you a song that was taught to me by my first kumuhula, Darryl Lupanui, a song that depicts the second hotel that was raised in beautiful Waikiki, often called the Pink Palace, or the Royal Hawaiian Hotel, built in 1928. And it speaks about the slippery floors, often being compared to those tight sheets on the beds. Then he would talk about the arches, the tall, tall walls and the arches that would pi'o, or arch, across the hallways. And then back then, you could smell the fragrance of the lipoa and the sea breeze that would often bring in the fragrance of the sea. All those things that would remind them of the Royal Hawaiian Hotel. This is an original choreography of my years back in the 70s with Darryl Lupanui. I share with you my son, Kikau, the Royal Hawaiian Hotel. Ola vehive o ka uikela e ka Royal Hawaiian Hotel. A he nani la ke hula lile a he nani mahaoli no. Ue o ka uikela e ka Royal Hawaiian Hotel. A he nani la ke hula lile a he nani mahaoli no. Kamoena, those slippery floors. Kamoena villa veka moi ka uala. E pakika e pahe e mai kaine. A he nani la ke hula lile. A he nani maoli no. Kamoena. Kamoena villa veka moi ka uala. E pakika e pahe e mai kaine. A he nani la ke hula lile. A he nani maoli no. Oh, those sheer walls. Kana iyo oma palo oma ola e pipi oma uke oke anu e a he nani la ke hula line a he nani maoli no. Kapa ia. Kana iyo oma palo oma ola e pipi oma uke oke anu e a he nani la ke hula line a he nani maoli no. Oh, that sea spray and the fragrance of lipoa. O ka hone iki kai I ka pu'e o ne la ke ala lipoa e moanine. A he nani la ke hula line a he nani maoli no. O ka hone. O ka hone iki kai I ka pu'e o ne la ke ala lipoa he moanine. A he nani la ke hula line a he nani maoli no. E ka Royal Hawaiian Hotel ko ino hano ia la. A he nani la ke hula line a he nani maoli no. E ka Royal Hawaiian Hotel ko ino hano ia la. ahinani la ke hulaline, ahinani mahaoli no. We'll share with you a very special song. We call it special because it's very spiritual in many, many ways, very powerful. So we take you to the beautiful island of Hawaii. You know it as the Big Island, just off the shoulder. What's up? Off the shoulder of Mauna Kea is a very beautiful homestead land called Keaukaha. And this gentleman one day got upon one of those hills up there, and you could see him in the silhouette, and there he would contemplate all about life. And so there's always a voice talking to you whenever you are challenged each and every day. And we've been challenged for a good 2.5 years. We lost a lot of people along the way, lost loved ones. Some of us are still challenging all that we've been through. So the song is entitled Kaleo Hano. Leo is the voice, Hano is that spiritual voice that speaks to you every once in a while to help guide you. As I was always taught that your nose and your toes face forward for a reason. That is to go forward in life and be the best human being you can each and every day. And just be happy that you have this day to live. Yeah? Yeah, clap for that. It's good to be alive. It's good to be alive and out and about. So we share this song and we dedicate this song to each and every one of you. May you live long, prosper with health, joy and happiness. And as we celebrate this Easter weekend, let us all have gratitude and have appreciation for all that we have.
Kaleo Hano. Thank you. Kaleo Hano Koinoa Kuuhome 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 Oke Okaha Kaulana Ho Ke Okaha Kaleo Hano O Kaleo Hano Koinoa Ku'aina Ku'ukulaiwi Ahuli Ikekai Kaulana Aloha ya Mauna Kea Ike anu oke Hahi hahi Ho'olono 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 Ikaleo Kamakali Keu kahano Ekawi. ke o ka kaleo ano kuhane o Hawaii. Yeah. Everybody
hello.
live. It's a good clay ka holiday. We'll bring our Kikyoka Aina back up again for all of you so that they can get all that nervousness out and not make them wait too long. Hele mai maanei kay Manawa. Okay, I had to think about this one for a second. Okay, so hey Hawaiiao, I am Hawaiian. You know, some of us, we move away, we go to college, or we move away, we live with extended family. A lot of our people have moved away, and for those of you know, Nevada, up in Northern California, we have 3 generations of Hawaiians. It can be very expensive to live here, of course. But when they do move away, and they come home, they realize how beautiful and how much they appreciate their home. We say kulaivi, or the plains of our lands and our lands of our people. Our keiki, share with you, He Hawaiia, a beautiful song just depicting what it means to live and to be true to your Hawaiian roots here in Hawaii. He Hawaiia. Keiopo e ia o me oe Keiopo ua hoi mai o E loa ka helela ma ke hala hele E huli wahima ke ia o Popo aua I ke hoi Ka home I loko ku'u o vai Ua hoi mai au ke ike e au Aole au e au ana ho He mau popo, he Hawaiia Mau popo aua I ke hoi Ka home I loko ku'u o vai Aua hoi mai au ke ike He mau popo, he Hawaiia He mau popo, he Hawaiia He Hawaiia Mahalo i o ko e na papa kamali'i o iano mai ka ino. So here's an old song I'm an old soul, so I enjoy these songs that my mom and dad would often sing. I grew up on 22nd Avenue in Kamanawa. I'm actually a city boy. And we all grew up with instruments in our living room. Every Sunday we go to church, come home, big brunch, and then we all play music for the afternoon. And here's a song that my dad and mom would often sing in the back patio. It's become one of my favorites. Song, all of you. E ku'u morning dew. E ku'u morning dew. Alia mai. Wow. Alia mai. Maliu mai oe. I ka ue ane e ka li mai oe ia une o wau I hono me ke Yeah, Kamanawa version of the song right there. Malu. We usually have to take a deep breath when we do that one. So as mentioned, we've been together a long time. Maybe you can tell by, we try to keep our music as fresh as possible, but it's always good to share the beauty of our mele, or the music of Hawaii'ne, but also to tell that story through the art of Hawaiian dance. I was raised in hula, raised in Hawaiian music, but mostly back in the 70s, being the youngest of 5 brothers, we always had the 33 speed and stack up all those labels, all those vinyls, and drop them all night long. But back then, being the youngest, I listened to Tower of Power, Chicago, Eagles, Loggers and Messina, Crosby, Stills and Nash, Santana, War, all that kind of music. So every once in a while, he and I go off the deep end and we get into that kind of mode. But certainly today we are sharing the beauty of our culture, the host culture of Hawaii'ne. I bring up more of our ladies, our lehulu, to share another beautiful hula with all of you. Our birds, our chirping birds of the halau. So Hawaii, we don't just love the days, but we love the evenings. And when the moon is full, there are certain times of the night that is good for fishing. It's also good for planting and for the blooming of beautiful flowers that are native to Hawaiian people. We share with you Mahina Hoku, which simply talks the beauty of the moon. We had a full moon recently. And we have a beautiful woman of the moon. We call her Hina. Often referred to Moloka'i Nuia Hina. Hina, the goddess of the moon from the island of Moloka'i. But she is famed in many poetries of Hawaii'ne. This one indeed is one of those songs. Mahina Hoku. Oh, he havale oe, Mahina Hoku, o ike e oe, ai ko nani. Oh, he havale oe, Mahina hoku, ho ike e oe, ai ko nani. He moga wea nei ke ala, a puahina no. Keep going. O wea o vau, e ho o ipo nei. It's called a glitch. Ualai. Ualai na kai, meha meha na pali. O wea o vau, e ho o ipo nei. Thank you. Mahalo. He moani ke ala, o ka puahina no. He apo mai oe me ku aloha. He moani ke ala, o ka puahina ina hoku e noho mai oe manala ni ki e. I'm just making up my own words today. Haina ko inoa mahina hoku e noho mai oila manala ni ki Yeah, that was a new version of Mahino Hoku remix. You know, we try to memorize as many songs as we can. Gets a little difficult somehow. I'll bring my son back up for another hula for you as well. It's all about sharing the beauty of hula. All right. All right, he's gonna throw this song on me. I knew it. He had that smirk on his face, like, Dad, come on, Dad. Let's do this one, Dad. Come on, you can do it. The only why he's doing that to me because he knows I don't know all the words, but it's a song that I danced back in my day with Daryl Lupanui. Choreography is a little different. But the koae is a wonderful seabird that often spends time not just at the ocean but also in our kanahele or in the forests. And so the koae often is very, very kolohe, very rascal, very playful. And so the song tells of stories of how the characteristics of the koae is very similar to some of our children as well as adults. And so it's a very popular song called E Koae, a song made popular by one of our cultural masters of Hawaii, the late Kawena Pukui, also married Kailua. We'll share with you the song, Koae, my son, flying like a bird. Here we go. Koae, koae, ki ka ikau koae. Ki kaha e ki kaha, hi e hi o e ka ike. E koa e koa e noho mai o e ka lopalile. Ki kaha e ki kaha, hi e hi o e ka ike. Ike kai, ai ki kai e, ike kai e. I laila ka o ki ai e hoi mai me ka hiki a paai ka tuku e ike kai ike kai e I laila ka o ki ai e hoi mai me ka hiki paai ka tuku e ko hulu e nani ki ka uai ka hili e nani na halo I ale ho ko hulu e hana wale I ka hili e nani mahalo I a ka leho Iluna e I ka pali e kau mai ko punana e I laila ko mapunu aloha Iluna e o ka pali e kau mai ko punana e I laila ko mapunu aloha Ina e no ka umoa e ki kaha hi o e ka ike ina e Kaginoa ku'umanu koa Ki kaha ki kaha Hi oi ka uike He did perfectly. I didn't, but he did good. So, show off. I just go like that, show off. Because when you solo, you don't know, right? It's good when you solo. You can do whatever you want. It's great. It's awesome. So, my favorite island to go to is the island of Kauai, behind me, towards the northwest. The oldest of the island chain. We go to the east side of the island. It's a very beautiful area down in Ke'e. And there's a very beautiful cliffside called Makana. And there on the top of that cliff of Makana is where our warriors would often climb all the way up to the top. Take the firebrands of what is called the auhau leaves and they would light it up, throw it over the cliffs. The upwind would make its way up, hit all these leaves, and burst it into all of these sparkling parts of the leaves. And this was the Hawaiians' way of having fireworks. The interesting part is that whatever was left of the firebrands or part of the branches, as it would make its way down, their lover, the women, would often try to catch those branches as it would come all the way down before them, hoping to win favor of that warrior. A very beautiful love song that was made popular and composed by one of Hawaii's prolific professors of Hawaiian language in Kumu Olelo. His name is Larry Kimura, wrote this beautiful song. So to all you lovers in our house, love is wonderful. We'll share with you a song called E Pilimai. Sweetheart mine, e pilimai, aure ava kuule o kapo po anu ho'okahinova, sweetheart mine. E pilimai I lau e haovo Ike ahi o makana E makana ia Na ke aloha no na kawakau O e haovo Sweetheart mine, e pilimai. Au e avale ana oe, kuule o kapo. Kahinova, sweetheart mine, e pilimai, I nau e haovo, Ike ahi o makana, he makana ia, na ke aloha, no na ka sweetheart mine, hey, Billy mine, hey, sweetheart mine, hey, Billy mine. Hey, Billy mine, mahalo. All right, Papalawae, come up and share hula with everybody. Papalawae, 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 Papalawae. Don't make your kumu wait. Not a good idea. Elimai, let's go. Okay, all right, we got it. So here's another one of my favorites. Of course, one of Hawaii's most influential duos of all time, not just Olamana, but also the brothers Cazimero. Here's a song written by the late musical genius, the late Dennis Kamakahi. Wrote a beautiful song called Pu'ohone, the honeysuckle flower. As often, our flowers are personified in our families, our children, our lovers, our grandparents. I mean, it's all about personifying and understanding nature and having that connection that makes our culture so unique. And so is this song called Pu'ohone. For all you families out there, we share with you this song. Our ladies, they've come from Halau, called Kawaikahe Lani Mali. Ke aloha Ilai ka uluve Kupua hone I ka lai O e ka wahine a ke aloha Ilai ka uluve Kupua hone I ka lai Honi ana I ke hau no makiki O ko aloha I ka noue kuahiri Honi ana I ke hau no makiki O ko aloha I ka noue tuahiri E uino e ke kula I mili a me kahie I e ole lono E uino e ke kula I mili a me kahie I e ole wana Kupuaho nei kalai Nani maoli no Aina mai ana kahun wana kupuaho nei kalai Nani maoli no Mahalo. So behind every man there's a woman rolling her eyes, and that would be my wife. So shh, shh. So I'll bring up my wife to share a dance with all of you. Come, love. So, the beauty of Hawaii is we live in tropical weather. There can be no clouds in the sky, it'll still rain. And the beauty of the rain is east, northeast, southwest, and when the rains hit our islands, there's at least 15, 16 villages that used to go all the way across from east to west. So you can imagine that rain making land, and as it goes through each and every village, it takes on a new name, a new characteristic, right? Because depending on terrain and pressure and temperatures, that rain evolves and has many, many beautiful emotions. And so whenever there are compositions to write, it's kind of hard sometimes because one rain can have 16 names. But when the rain does fall and we see the beauty of the waterfalls, it's very peaceful. And it often refers to those that have passed and those that we've lost along our path. Every island has a particular ridge we call the Lena. And the Lena is the ridge where all the souls take off into the heavens. And for us, it's Kaena Point on the west side where the sun sets. So we often say, Ele ku, ele moi, ele honua, and ele lani. But we share the song that speaks of these beautiful waterfalls that appear during beautiful rain seasons. And so we dedicate this to all of you with the few songs that we have left. But love is a wonderful thing. So I hope all of you that are still together continue to love each other with strength, wisdom, above all, have patience for each other, find compromise. That's what makes it work. Yeah, honey. Yes, dear. Ke kahe nei kawai lele pahi ole mai no he kahe mauno ia Mahalo. Okay, honey. So we're gonna, bring our Kiki Oka Eni Kopono Ea Ea. Come, Kiki. We got a few more songs for all of you. I really want to thank a very dear friend of mine, and I call him a very dear friend because he's another great entertainer, very renowned. And sometimes, when you have brothers like this that are very talented, you don't, and you got to play when they listening to you for the rest of the period. It's like, oh, brah, give me Ray, you know what I mean? But he's a very talented man. Please, nice applause for Kavika Kahiapo, one of Hawaii's award-winning individuals in Hawaiian history, in Hawaiian mele. Also a kahu, very spiritual, very loving indeed. Okay, so here's a song written by Hadani Opoliona. She was a part of Olomana, but she's also an incredible kumu, olelo, and a woman of great, great stature and so much ike. She was with Alolike for many, many years, and so she wrote and composed a song native to that lahui, to our people, and that was Alolike Mai Kauko, meaning to work together, strive hard, puliki, be together always, ho'okahi valeno, always be as one, ikikahi, one to another, like no like, to be one and the same in our efforts, in the directions we go in our history. Our keiki share with you, Alolike Mai Kauko. Alolike Mai Kauko, e na oibi o Hawaii apua, mai ole na pua nani e, Aluli ki mai kako E nā uiwi o Hawaii nā pua mai ole Nā pua mai ole He hana me ka oia i o He hana me ka ha He ole lopono kako E nana kui ki kumu E hopolo he mai E paa kauaha e hana me ka lima He alolike He alolike mai kako E nā oiwi o Hawaii nā pua mai ole Nā hua nani Aloli ke mai kako E nā oiwi o Hawaii nā pua mai ole Nā pua ua lava Nā pua mai ole Nā pua Nā pua mai ole He aloli ke mai kako E nā keiki o ka aina. So Kavika Kayapa and I share a lot of songs that we enjoy listening to. He has one song that I just really adore. And I have one that he really likes. It is a song of life. It is a song about living. It is about how everything is put into its proper order in nature. What is up, what is down, right, left, and things that we should leave as is. And so it's a song entitled Kamali'i o Kapo, which speaks to the child of the night, because we all know that through darkness comes light. And so hopefully there's a few of my ladies willing to do Kamali'i o Kapo. Come, hele mai. This is for Kavika Kayapo, so you better move. And so in the mele, it tells us about the fish. And what will you do with this fish? For it has its tail, it has its past, it has its present, but what will you do for it in the future? Oh yeah. Auhe avale oe kamali'i o kapo e ia ho'ia kamali'i o ke au ko ke akua a ia mi o ko lihaula a i kukua auhe avale oe kamali'i o kapo Kamali'i o ke auha ke a kalani Papa kaunua no ka luna ko luna ko lalo Auhe avale ohe Kamali'i o kapo e ia ho'i Kamali'i o ke au ko ke akua a ia mi o ko lihaula i kupua auhe avale ohe Kamali'i o kapo e ia ho'ia Kamali'i o ke au ko ke akua mi o ko lihaula a i kupua auhe avale ana oe auhe avale oe Kamali'i o kapo Oh, hey, abale, oh, hey, kamali, oh, kamo, hey, aho, iyo, kamali, oh, ke, aho, kukalani, kamaine, aloha, ke kalo, aloha, kanaka, oh, hey, abale, oh, hey, kamali, oh, kamo, Kamali iho ke aho kukalani Kamaine aloha ke kalo Aloha kanaka Auhe avale owe Kamali iho kapo Eyaho iho Kamali o ke waia iaoe Kapauku I baina Aia hea ka po'o Aia hea ka hiu Aue avale oe Kamali o ka po E iaho iau Kamali o ke waia iaoe Kapauku I baina Aia hea ka po'o Aia hea ka hiu Au hea bale ana oe Au hea bale oe Kamali I o ka po'o Mahalo ke akua mana loa. Yeah. Mahalo, everybody. All right. Yeah. Thank you, baby. Here's a request. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I've heard of once, and a lullaby. Oh, somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I wish upon the star, wake up where the clouds are far behind. For me, where I tumble out like lemon drops, high above the chimney top, that's where you find me. Oh, somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, the birds fly over the rainbow. Then why, oh why can't I I see trees of green, red roses too. I watch them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, oh, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, and I see clouds of white. Bright blessed day, dark sacred night, and I think to myself, oh, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, they're so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of the people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, say, how's it on you? They really say, I love you. I hear babies cry and I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than we'll ever know, and I think to myself, oh, what a wonderful world. Have a beautiful world, everybody. Happy Easter! Happy Easter!
Blaine Kia. Thank you for joining us today. Halaho! Halaho! Thank you for joining us here. A monthly installment of Kanikapila in Kailua. One more hand for Kamanawa.
Thank you so much. So that's what we're called. We're called Kamanawa. Kamanawa is like the season, or the time is now. And so when Kalei and I started to do this duo with each other, it was a time. It was a season. And so came the name Kamanawa. We share hello, kawai kahilani mali, ki kahulani bai, ki manawa, to end this beautiful day with all of you. Thank you so much for joining us here in our beautiful community of the Malanai, and the winds and the rains of the Malanai that comes from the east, but also to appreciate the company of all of you for coming and sharing your time. To Kavika Kahiapo, to his Ohana, to everyone, have a beautiful weekend as we share through our final song. All right, so this is my all-time favorite song because back in the 70s and 80s when I used to go to Mary Monarch, I would always see the women, all the wahine halau, they would all dance this hula, this particular song. And it stuck in my head for so many years that I promised myself that if I ever opened the halau, I would teach my women this particular song. And it's called Kalehua Emilia, to caress the beauty of Lehua. It's a very beautiful classic in Hawaiian history, but also tells eloquently of the stories and the legends of the beauty of Lehua. We share with you our final song with all of you, Kalehua Emilia. Ike maka ikanani o kalehua Emilia e kaua noe Ike maka ikanani o uka kalehua imilia e kaua noe Evelina na ke aloha e honi ponei e honi nei ia loko ka puwai kuulei kuulei kupua nani mai ole no he a I kamaka o ka ipo e holale mai ana e na ue aku e kui ale ko aloha maka mai haina haina ia mai ana ka puana ka lehua imilia e kaua noe haina ia mai ana ka puana ka lehua imilia e kaua noe To all of us, all of you, mahalo, aloha.
Begin Kamanawa. Kali Vai. Kia. Aloha to all of you. Thank you. Join us next month. We have the ukulele trio. Nui. Na ukulele e kolu. Brian Talentino. Alehaku. And yeah, Kama Hopkins. Join us next month. Thank you all. Hui ho. Take care of each other. Happy Easter. God bless and aloha.